Hi guys, my name is Kobe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is SkyTech Digital. Now in today's video we are going to create this beautiful sticky header over here, okay, and then also create a mobile app menu like for the website. So like what we're going to create is like a mobile app menu whereby when somebody is visiting the website in a mobile phone, it will behave like an app. So something like let me try and then show you how it looks like. So let's say something like this. Okay, as you can see over here, the down here, yeah, this is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, so it will show in the tablet and then in the, so this is the tablet view, and then this is the mobile view. Okay, so this is the tablet view and then the mobile view. Now that is exactly what we're going to create. So like if we even right click on it and then we click on inspect, we can even inspect it and see how it behaves. So when we go to the app, you realize that we have a mobile app menu style down here, okay, whereby it is sticky over there. It doesn't move, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, the same thing applies to the header. Now when we click on it and then we change maybe a different page, we still have the same sticky header and then sticky footer menu, like a mobile app menu still down there. Okay, and that is exactly what we are going to create. Now we're going to create this one with free resources, nothing else. Everything that we're going to create is free. Okay, so that is it. Now when we change let's change the device to, let's say an iPad, and see how it looks like. You see the footer menu or the mobile app menu style is still there. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do in this video. Now I'm going to use this website that I created. If you remember, I created this travel and tour website with free resources. If you haven't watched this video, please, you can go and then watch this video. This was created with free resources that you can create any simple travel website with just free resources. So without talking too much, let's jump into the video. Now I will entreat you to like and subscribe to the channel so that we grow together. Okay, now everything that I know I'm teaching over here for free. All I want from you is to just subscribe to the channel and then like the channel for me. If this video helps you, please like it, and then if it doesn't really help you, just click the like or the dislike button twice. Okay, just dislike it 2 times and then I'll be good to go. So let's jump into the video now. Okay guys, so this is the website that we are going to use to create the header and then the mobile menu at the footer side. Okay, so as you can see, the website doesn't have a sticky header. Okay, when you scroll the header is not sticky. Okay, but we're going to create a different header for it and then make it sticky. Okay, and that is what we're going to create. And then we also, when let's try and then drag it over here and see. Now as you can see, there is no mobile menu at the footer side. Okay, down here, nothing like that. Okay, so that is exactly what we are going to do for this website. So I'm going to go to my dashboard, okay, the back end of the website, and then we are going to install 2 plugins. Okay, so the first plugin, we hover on plugins over here and then we go to add new. Now the first plugin that we're going to install is Element Kit. Okay, so guys, if you don't have Element Kit, this one, okay, this one. Now this is a plugin that add more functionality to Elementor free version. So if you have the Elementor free version, which that one is what we're going to use, so you need to have Elementor free version, the Elementor, okay, you need to have this Elementor, you need to have Elementor, okay, which is a must for creating the website that we created. So you need to have this one. So you just, when you search for it, it's not installed and activated. It will be like this one over here. Okay, so you click on what, install, and then you click on activate to activate it. And then the next plugin is what, the element kit. Okay, the element kit, element kit, this plugin. Okay, this one, we install this one also. We click on install now, and then we click on activate. Okay, and then the last plugin that we also need is called sticky header. So search for sticky header for Elementor, this one. Okay, sticky header effect for Elementor. Okay, so just type in sticky header, this one will come. When you see sticky header effect for Elementor, just click on what, install now, and then click on activate again. Okay, so these are the three main plugins that we are going to use to create our header, and then the mobile like menu that you see at the downside, that you can only see in the mobile side or your mobile phone, and then also your tablet. Okay, so now that we have installed our three plugins, now let's go ahead to create the header. Okay, so what we go is, now when you install the element kit, you see it at the menu side of your dashboard over here. Okay, just hover on it, click on what, footer, header footer. Okay, just click on the header footer. Now when you are doing it for the first time, realize that it will take you through some steps. Okay, just follow the steps. Just go to next, and then you finish, and then still come and click on what, the footer, header footer over here. Okay, now I have already created this one that I used on the website, but I'm going to start from scratch and then create a new one. Okay, so just click on add new over here beside the template. Just click on add new, and then give a name, and then choose header. Okay, because we are going to use header, we are not going to use footer, we're just going to use header. So choose what, header, and then give a name to the header. So let's say I'm going to give it header main. Okay, so it means that it is my main header, and then we want it on the entire site. Okay, not if you want it on a single one, you choose the one, but this one is a pro version. It means that you're going to what, you're going to buy it, but we want it on the entire site. Okay, and then activate, we can activate it now. Okay, and then we click on what, save changes. Now when you click on save changes, it will take you back over here. So as you can see, header main. Now click on edit, and then click on what, edit content. Okay guys, so we are going to create our header from scratch. Okay, so this is the header that we have right now. We are going to look on this one and create the same one for our header. Okay, but this time around we want it to be sticky. Okay, so now if I refresh the website right now, you realize that there wouldn't be any header because we don't have a header here, because there is an empty thing over here, there is nothing over here, so we don't have any header. Okay, now what we have to do is we will take I'm going to take a 3-column, okay, a 3-column a session. Okay, now the first one, I'm going to add an image over here, okay, so the image will be my logo. So this one is the what, is the logo. I will reduce it a little bit. I'll go to style, and then the logo height. Okay, I'm going to just reduce it. Let me just use the width rather. So I'm going to give it, let's say 100. Okay, and then the width. Okay, so guys, I think this one is okay. Okay, now if we have it like this, now all what we want to do is we want it to be this side, so we choose the alignment to be to be left, and then now the middle one is going to be our menu. Okay, now I assume that you have a menu already, so now I want this one to be a little bit bigger. Okay, because I'm going to place a button over here. Okay, so I just hover over here and then drag this one to be, let's say, 50%. Okay, and then this one also will be let's say 25%. Okay guys, so this one is 25%. Now we can still increase the the logo a little bit. Okay, so that will be very nice. Now we are going to put how do you call it, menu over here. So we click over here and then we search for menu. Okay, now before you can be able to you have to create your own menu. You know how to create a menu already. You go to appearance, menus, and then you select your menus. Okay, so I assume that you have created your menu already. Now let's drag the menu. We are going to use the element kit nav menu. Okay, that is what we're going to use. So we drag it over here and then we click on it and then we select our menu. Okay, so our menu that is on the website is what? The main menu. So that is what we are going to use. Okay, so as you can see, the menu is what selected. Now I want the menu to position on the right hand side, so I want it to be on the right hand side. Okay, so it is what now on the right hand side. Now let's take a look at it. This is how it looks like. Okay, very good. So now here I want a button over here, so I'll just click on it and then drag a button widget over here. Okay, and then I'm going to call the button widget what? Book now. Okay, so that is it. Now I will just refer this one to the link that is the booking link. Okay, so bookings, I'll choose the booking link over here. Okay, so that is it. So our book now button. Now guys, as you can see, it is what it is not nice. Okay, some are up, some are down, all the content are not positioned well. So we will click on this hamburger edit session over here. Okay, and then we go to vertical align. Okay, over here, and then we click on middle because we want all of them to center on the middle. Okay, now we can decide to even style this one so that it will be a little bit bigger. The menu will be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to style the menu items. I'm going to give it a typography font family of Poppins. Okay, and then I'm going to give this one also, let's say 20, to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so this one is looking good, but we want our button to also show on the left side, okay, not on the right side. So this one is also good. Okay, so guys, we are on it. Now let's still edit this button a little bit. So let's let's reduce the width a little bit. Okay, and even the height, because it is a little bit big. So I think this is okay. So now what we have to do is we want the background to be white, so we click over here. Okay, then 9 dots over here, we click on it, and then we come to style. Okay, because we want to give the session a background, and then we come to what? Background classic, and then we choose a white background for it. Okay, so we choose a white background for it. Now we go to border over here, and then with the border we give it with a box shadow. Okay, so we give it a box shadow so that it will raise a little bit. Okay, so you can play with this color section over here, the blur and all those things. You can decide to increase the blur. So I want to give it like 25. Okay, so this is okay. It looks good. Now guys, as you can see, we have more spaces over here. Okay, so we can decide to reduce the spaces. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here. And then go to its advanced session. Okay, and then reduce, give it a top margin of, let's say, 20, and then a bottom margin of also -20. Okay, so that the size will reduce a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so everything is on course. Now we are done with our um, um, desktop header. Okay, now we can also decide to change this button, style it, give it a different background. Okay, so let's say we want to pick this one. Okay, so this orange or yellow color, and then if you want it to be hover, we want the hover to be let's say green. Okay, so when somebody hover on it, it's supposed to be green. Okay, so that is it. So we are on course. Now we want to change this header towards a mobile site. So let's go to the mobile aspect of it. So we click over the responsive mode over here, and then this one will pop up for us. Now what we have to do is to go to tablet. Now at the moment we go to tablet, you realize that we have this mobile menu, hamburger menu over here. Okay, now this is really bad. It's not even nice. Okay, so guys, what we have to do is we have to style it and change everything that we want to change. Okay, so now I'm going to I don't want to show this button over here. So what I will do is I'll hide it, or let me just leave this button over here, but on the mobile side I will hide it. Okay, or better still, we can still decide to hide this one. This main session. Okay, so let's go over here to the responsive side, and then hide it on tablet and hide it on. So let me duplicate this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. So I right click and then duplicate it, so that will be twice. Okay, so that I'm not going to create anything again. Now I'm going to hide the first one. I'm going to hide the first one on tablet and then mobile. Okay, so that it wouldn't show on the tablet and mobile. Okay, yeah, so it wouldn't show on the tablet. The first one would not show on the tablet and the mobile. Okay, so it will just show on the desktop. Okay, so then I will delete this session from there because I don't want to see this session. I'll just delete this one, and then it will be left with this two. Okay, now still this thing still look like a mess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can decide to delete this one. I'm coming. Let me delete it, and then bring a new insert a new one and see how. I think this is better. This looks a little bit better, but still okay, so this one is a little bit better. Now we have to change the styling of the how do you call it, the hamburger menu over here. Okay, so guys, if you have a proper logo, I don't like this logo. This logo is scary. So if you have a proper logo, you style it the way you want it, but the focus is changing the hamburger menu. So let's click on it, and then first we want to unbind these ones that we did. Okay, and then what we go to the content again, and then come to mobile settings, mobile menu settings. Okay, now we want to pick a logo for it, just like this one. We pick a logo for it so that when somebody click over here, there should be a logo over here to see. Okay, and that's exactly what we want to see. So we set a logo for it, and then over here, that is where we are going to set the icon for the hamburger. So we click on it, and then we look for burger. Okay, I'm going to search for burger, and I'm going to use this burger icon over here, and then insert it. Yeah, so we have this one. Now I'll go to the style, and then I'll play with the settings over here. Okay, so I'm going straight to the hamburger style over here. I'll click on it, and then I'm just going to play with, some of it. So the toggle button, the width, and all those things, you can decide to increase it or decrease it the way you want it. Okay, it depends on you. The border radius, if you want it to have a border radius, you can play with it. Okay, the icon size, how you want it, so you can decide to increase the size of the icon to the way you want it. Okay, now let's go to the background type. So this one doesn't have any background, but when you hover on it, you have a background type. So let's try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a background type, and then I'll give it a transparent one. Okay, so that it doesn't have, but the hover also. So let's go to hover, and then also give it a background type. Okay, so we're going to give it a background type of let's say something like like this bluish color over here. Yeah, so that when somebody hover on it, you see the bluish color over here. Now since we are given this bluish color, I want to save it so that we can use it for the same bluish color for the footer, the second header, the mobile header that we're going to create. Okay, so this I think is okay, so I'm going to save this one over here. I'm going to save this one over here, and then what we do is we play with the other settings. So this is the icon, so this is the hover, and this is the icon. So this is the icon color. So with the icon color, how do you want it? Okay, you can play with it how you want it, the way you want it. So we want it fully black. Okay, as you can see over here, and then when we hover on it, we want it to be fully white. Okay, so that it can be it can be seen here over there. Okay, now so we are almost through with this one. I think it's okay. This one is good. Yeah, the only thing, you can style it the way you want it. Now the next one that we're going to do is we're going to create another session. Okay, now we create another session over here. Now before we go on, let me go to the mobile side and see how it is behaving. Okay, so this is how the mobile side behaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this session a 50%. We're going to divide them so that they will be the same, 50%, 50%. The next session also 50%, so that they will be in the same the same line. And then we can decrease the height of this one, and then also the width, decrease it a little bit. Okay, yeah, so something like this. Yeah, it's okay, it's looking okay. And then what we're gonna do is we create another session. Now the session that we're gonna create, I'm gonna create 4 sessions. Okay, now the moment you create it, this is how it's going to behave, because each column is what 100%. Okay, now we want 4 columns. Now 4 columns that we are going to create, we want it to be 25%. So we click over here, and then with the column width we give it 25. Okay, the same thing applies to the next one, we give it 25. The same thing applies to the next one, we give it 25. The same thing applies to the next one, we give it 25, so that they all are going to be on the same line. Okay, so that is it. Now the next one that we're going to create is, we're going to drag an icon widget over here, an icon box. So we search for icon box. Okay, this one is what we're going to use, and then we drag it inside one of the columns. Okay, now we don't need this one, so we delete it. The first column, we're going to call it home, and then we choose a home icon. Okay, so we choose this one as the home icon for it. Okay, now we style this one. Okay, so you link it to the home. So first let's go to the home and link it. So you can link it to your home page. Okay, so this is the home page, so we link it to the home page here, and then we style it. So let's go to style, and then let's style it. So I'm going to give it white. Okay, and then I'm going to give the this one also white. I want them all to be white because the background, I'm going to change this background. Now this background, I'm going to give it the color that we click over here, and then go to style, and then go to classic, and then choose the color, this color that we placed it down. Okay, this is what I'm going to use. Then I'll click over here and I'll paste the color over there. Okay, so as you can see, the color is matching perfectly. Now you see, this is big, it's not really nice. So what we're going to do is, we will have to style this ones. Okay, so reduce the size a little bit. Now the icon size, I'm going to give it 25. Okay, so I've realized that it is the one that is best for it. And then the content also, typography, I'm going to give it, let's say 12, or maybe 14. Yeah, 14 will be okay. Okay, now guys, as you can see, there is space between this one. Okay, so I'm going to give it a -5. Okay, so I won't give it over here, I'll give it to the icon over here. I'm going to give it a -5. Yeah, very good. So that will be will be perfectly fit over there. So this is how it's looking. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to copy this icon, paste it here, paste the same icon over here, paste it over here also. Okay, very good. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to change the 3 icons over here, okay, to suit what I want. So I want here to be services, I want here to be bookings, and I want here to be call. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick the services icon. Okay, so let's say, yeah, maybe this is services, but I'm going to choose the two, these tools as services. Okay, and then I'll rename over here services, and then I'll link it to the services page. I'll link it to the services page, this one. Okay, the same way applies to the next one. This one is bookings, so I'll search for calendar over here. I'll pick this one, I'll click insert, and I'll write bookings. Okay guys, that is it. And then also over here, I'll delete this one, and then I'll look for bookings, because there is a bookings page over there here. And then the next one is the telephone, okay, or the phone, so, or contact. So I'm going to search for phone, okay, and I'm going to use this one, insert it, and then over here I'll write contact, okay, and then I'll search for contact, or better still, you can even use what, telephone number, okay, so you can use telephone number or whatever it is to what, to also what, you know, let the person call you straight away, okay. You can insert telephone number over here so that when the person calls, so maybe you write tel and then you write your number over there, okay. So plus 233 243 043, yeah, so that the person, when the person clicks on it, the person can be able to call you straight away, okay. But I'm going to use the contact. That is what I'm going to use, okay. So guys, as you can see, we are done with the, now this is how it looks like, and this is not what we want, okay. We want it to what, to be down, not to be at the top over here, okay. So what we are going to do is we click on the hamburger icon over here, the 6 dot over here, okay, the 6 dot over here, and then we go to advanced of that session, okay. Now with the CSS class over here, we're going to add some classes over here. Now listen to it very carefully and write it the same as I'm writing it, okay. So write mobile hyphen menu, just like this one, mobile hyphen menu, okay. And then we are going to use this code over here. So we copy this code, okay. I will leave the code in the description over there. If you don't see it in the description, you can find it on my website. And then we go to the customization. We go to we go to the dashboard of our website, okay. And then we click on appearance over here, customize, okay. Now because advanced CSS is only in Elementor Pro, okay, it's only in Elementor Pro. You see over here, when you click over here, you see that what you have to have Elementor Pro. Now we don't have Elementor Pro, so what we have to do is what, to use the style that I'm teaching you. So you go to what, customize, okay, and then when you scroll down, we have additional CSS over here. Now click on it and then paste the code that I gave you, this code, okay. This code, it is what, this is the class that I told you to write in the what, in the CSS class section over there. This is the class, okay. So we are referring to this class, and then we want the position to be fixed so that it wouldn't move, it wouldn't go anywhere. And then the width should be 100%, and then it should be at the bottom. The bottom is what, 0 pixel. It means that the session will always be at the what, at the bottom, and that is exactly what we want. So this is the code that you have to what, you have to use on your website. So you go to customize, and then advanced additional CSS, and then you add this code over there. I'll leave the code in the description for you. If you don't find it over there, you can find it on my website, okay. So and then we click on publish. Now let's click on update over here, okay guys, and now let's refresh this one. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it is what, it is down here, okay. Yes, so it is what, it is down here. But you see, that is not what we want. We don't want it to show on the desktop, okay, but it is showing on the desktop, so we can fix it, okay. Now to fix it, it is very simple. Let's go back to our mobile section again, okay. Let's start from the mobile section, and then with this one, we want it to be what, show only on, we want it to show, so we go to responsive. So you go to what, advanced, and then you go to responsive over here, and then over here we hide it on what, on desktop, but we want it to show on what tablet and then what, and so we leave it just like that. So we hide it on desktop. Okay, the same thing applies to this one. We click on the 9 dots over here, and then we go to advanced. We scroll down and look for responsive, and then we hide it on what, on desktop, and then we click on update. Now let's take a look at it. When we go over here, we can see it over here. When we go over here, it is missing. Okay, yeah, when we go over here, we can see it. When we go over here, we can see it, but when we go to the desktop, it is missing, and that is exactly what we want. Okay, so we are good to go. Now the last thing that we have to do is, now if we want this one to always be on top, then we have to what, increase the Z index. Okay, then now the Z index makes it on top. It makes it what, the one which will always be what, on top of the what, of all the other content on the page. Okay, so for example, let me just leave it over here, and then I'll show you something. Now let me go back to the website. Now the website does not have any header because we haven't activated the header yet. Oh yeah, we have, so we can see it. Okay, yeah, because we activated before we started it. So now guys, as you can see, this is our new header. Now when we scroll, it is not sticky. Okay, it is not sticky. Now when we go over here, we can see our how do you call it, our mobile menu over here. Okay, but it is not on top. You see, sometimes it comes on top, sometimes it get missing, and that is not what we want. We want it to be on top. Okay, and that is exactly what we want. And then we want the header too to be what, to be sticky. So what we have to do is go back to here, and then over here we click on what, the 9 dots or the 6 dots over here, and then we go to advanced over here. Okay, and then with the Z index over here, this one, Z index, we give it a high Z index. So I'm going to give it like 999. Okay, because I want it to be on top, and then I click on what, update. Okay, now let's go over here and then refresh it. Okay, so after refreshing it, let's take a look at it, inspect, and take a look at it and see how it behaves. Okay guys, as you can see, it is now on top. Okay, it is now on top, working perfectly. Let me I'm coming. Let me just purge the cache. And then go back again, inspect, and see. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, it is perfectly on top of what, everything. Okay, that is exactly what we want. What is happening? It seems to be missing something. Am I missing something? Let me come. I'm coming. Let me go to the phone. Let's say it's Samsung here, and then see if okay. So the mobile side is working perfectly, but the other side seems to be missing. So let's go to the tablet side. Okay, and fix that one too. So we go to the tablet here. So you see the Z index is missing at the tablet side, so we put it 999 over there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we want to reduce the sizes of the tablet. It's really like big, so let's give it a size of 30. Okay, and then the content, this one also, we give it, let's say 5 or -5. Yeah, okay, and then the content to, I think the content is okay. Yeah, we don't have to give it any kind of it. So what we have to do is we just we copy this one, and then we paste style. We paste style to pick the style that we did. Okay, we paste style. So I think this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. So this is exactly what we want. Okay, and then we click on what? Update. Okay, now the next one is to make this this header sticky. Okay, so what we are going to do is, okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to click on the 6 dot over here. Okay, and then guys, as you can see, we have sticky header effect over here. Okay, sticky header effect over here. Now we click on it and then we enable it. So we're going to enable it. Okay, now we want this one to show on tablet and mobile, just tablet and mobile. So we delete this one. Okay, we just want it to show on tablet and mobile. Okay, so we delete this one, and then we go to the main, the desktop version, and then we also click on this one over here, the 6 dot over here, and then we go to it advanced, and then the same thing, we go to sticky, and then we switch it on, and then we want to show it only on the desktop because we have a tablet and mobile one already. So we delete this one and we delete this one. Okay, and that is it. So guys, we are good to go. We click on update. Okay, now let's take a look at the website again. Let me just refresh it. Okay, so let me close this one. Purge cache. So sometimes it happens. Okay, so sometimes you have to purge the cache before. So guys, as you can see, it is now sticky over here. Okay, it is now sticky. Now when we go to inspect and we view it in the mobile view, it is also supposed to be sticky. Yeah, the mobile view is also supposed to be sticky. Okay, so as you can see, it is also sticky over there. Okay, so everything is working. Let's take a view as the tablet view. So let me go to iPad mini and see how it also looks like. Yeah, so that one is also working perfectly. So guys, this is how you can be able to create a mobile app like menu for your website. That is if you don't have an app but you want your website to behave like an app. Okay, so you can you can create something like this. Now in my next episode, I'll show you how you can even let people also be able to have your icon, your website icon on your on your website. Just when they when they go to your website, a message will come that they should add it to their how do you call it, their phone screen or home screen. Okay, now when they add it to their home screen, the app will behave exactly like the website will behave exactly like an app for them all the time, so that it would always be fast for them to be able to operate or get into your website easily for them. So I hope you like this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.